What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Nerd Cave News, the one-stop shop for all your video game news that you need to know. I am one of your hosts, Zach Dykes, and I'm joined along with he wears crop top polos, Daisy Dukes, and cowboy boots, and dreams of the Rascal Flatts reunion tour, Derek's alter ego, Ronald Boyd Rutherford, aka Roddy Boy.
Was good. Doesn't top last week, but it's up there. It's top five for sure. Like, especially that definitely targeted, our little the crop top polos and the Rascal Flats concert. That didn't target me. It was more Brandon, but
Yeah, like there's another one that's more like targeting you, but I picked this one because we needed to bring back the crop top polo. You know what I mean? We needed to bring back the crop top polo. You know what else we need to bring back, guys? How awesome it is to be a part of the exclusive inner circle of the crew. Derek, where can they go to be a part of the exclusive crew?
They can go to patreon.com/nerdcave, just like our wonderful crew members have our first mate Brandon Hicks, Richard Newell, Daniel Sanford, Rushing Waters Yoga, Conductor, Marilyn James, Martin Seger, and Brittany, the Granny Bee Harrison.
Oh, I like that. Guys, you can also find the Nerd Cave News on a variety of platforms such as Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, or better known as TikTok. Watch us live each and every week as for our pre and post show shenanigans. Over on YouTube, you can watch the replay of the show. And if you like bite-sized little nuggets, you can go over to TikTok and check us out there. Search Nerd Cave Network on all of the platforms and you will find us. Derek, there's something awesome that we're doing right now. What is that? What are we doing right now, Derek?
We are about to discuss E3.
Yeah, but before that,
like the highlights
what are we doing right now? June and July, man. What are we doing? What have we started?
Oh yeah. My mistake. I am sorry. We are doing our game club, guys. We are doing Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition, for the months of June and July, mainly because it's a big open world RPG game. It's gonna take more than a month to get through, especially with the Frozen Wilds DLC. So we are allowing 2 months for this, but you can be a part of the conversation. You can get the game on PlayStation 4 or PS5 via the PS4 backwards compatibility and PC. I know it's fairly cheap on the PlayStation Store because it's under the greatest hits column, so it's going to be for no more than $20. PC is TBD on the price. I'm sure it's at least $40 and up, unless it's on sale right now. But you can be a part of the awesome conversation that we're having. You can upload clips. You can, join in streams. I know Zach has been thinking about wanting to do it on streams from time to time. I know our awesome guy, Dan, has been streaming it nonstop for the last 2 weeks. He's already done 2 streaming sessions this week, guys, and he is level 27 that he told us in the chat. So make sure you check out his stream, or if you want to be a part of the conversation and just upload your own clips, or if you see an awesome clip from the game that you saw someone else do, feel free to upload that. Just make sure it's family friendly, because we don't do that mess in here.
None of that mess. And you can also check out all of our other awesome streamers. First mate Brandon Hicks, he's streaming Horizon Zero Dawn as we speak.
Oh yeah,
he's multitasking, guys. He's multitasking.
He is dedicated.
He is dedicated. And quick shout out, real quick. Our name for this week came from my beautiful, lovely, and talented wife, Amy. And you can submit your nickname with the link in the description or in the comments. Make it up.
What is the name one more time?
It's Ronald Boyd Rutherford, aka Ronnie Boy.
Ronald Boy. Ronnie Boy. Okay.
So we'll just probably call you Ronnie Boy.
Okay. Ronnie Boy. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. That's what we're calling it, guys. We got an interesting episode for everyone this week. We're going to be going through the top 15 games of E3 2021, guys. If you did not get to participate, get to watch, get to just sit in your crop top polo, sitting on the couch, watching E3, because you got work, you got things you got to do. It's life. It's life. We got you
Mm-hmm.
covered. We're going to go over the top
Yep.
15 games of E3 with the trailers. We're going to have our reactions, all that good stuff. So buckle in,
Yep.
get your
Yep.
sweet tea.
Get your
Yeah,
popcorn
get
ready.
your popcorn. If you've got delicious cupcakes, get those ready as well with just delicious icing and Oreo crumbles on the top and a half of an Oreo cookie on there and just Oreos baked into the yeah. That will help you as well.
I'm glad you stopped because I was thinking of something smart to say, but you know what? I'm going to refrain.
Good. I'm glad you're going to refrain. Just like Sony did from E3 of this year as well.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
As you can see, when we go through this list, there's going to be a favoritism toward one because it had most of the announcements, but it's not Sony, guys. Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
we ain't going to be Sony ponies today, guys. But
There's stuff coming to Sony's platforms, but Sony themselves decided they're too cool for
too
E3.
cool for school, some would say. Too cool for the
Mhm.
school. All right, guys, we're going to get into our first trailer. This is Hades, and I'll read the thing. Derek will gripe at me later. The award-winning Hades is coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One on August 13th, and will be on Game Pass day one. So let's check out.
That's also going to be a theme for a lot of these, by the
Ooh,
way, with the Game
ooh,
Pass.
oozy. You can see, right? You can see the link. You can see the trailer. I haven't. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Show. Just Mike and show. So, all right, here we go, guys. That's Zeus. That's all Zeusy boy.
Yep.
Like, I know a lot of people loved this game.
Yeah, it won a ton of awards, as you can see, over 50 plus. And it won Game Award, Game of the Years. I think some other Dice or one of the developers conferences. So it's one of those, I don't like the roguelike genre a lot just because I don't like restarting over after all the progress, but I've heard so much about it that I'm really tempted to give it a shot. Now, whether I give it a shot on Game Pass or whether I give it a shot on PlayStation is to be determined.
Yeah.
So, the godlike roguelike.
I like that. That's a good little right there, the godlike roguelike. Yeah, I like that. That's a good little marking them right there. I'm excited to see it come out and everything on more than just one platform.
Yeah.
So with it coming to Game Pass, it's definitely a new place to jump into it for sure.
Yeah.
Next on our list of top 15 games of E3, 12 minutes will feature the voice talents of James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe. William Dafoe, and will release on August 19th, exclusively on Xbox consoles, and will be Game Pass day one. Was not expecting this to be an exclusive. Was not expecting it to be an exclusive.
Yeah, I know they unveiled it, but I didn't think it'd be I don't know if it's a timed exclusive or if it's a full exclusive, but it's interesting. I know they've shown it off at the last couple of, I don't know if they showed it off at E3 2019, the last time they had it, but I know this game has had multiple viewings of it, and it's been a hit every time. And it's got phenomenal talent behind it as well. The article I have is it's a time loop indie point and click puzzle game that's been in development for at least the last 7 years. Finally has a release date. It is also coming to Game Pass on day one and will be a console launch exclusive for Xbox. You'll also be able to pick it up on PC via Steam. 12 Minutes was first revealed back in 2015. Didn't know it was that long ago.
I didn't either.
And again showcased it, at E3 2019 with an updated look. We've been fascinated by the game since then, both due to its interesting time loop mechanics surrounding a man trapped in a 12-minute time loop in his apartment, but also due to the mystery it promises. Having played a near final build recently, we're still enthralled, especially now that it's brought on a three-person power squad of famous actors: James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and William
Yeah,
Dafoe.
I'm excited. Um, I'm curious to see like how that all works out. Let's jump into it, guys. If you don't know what 12 minutes is, we're gonna watch the trailer. Let's see if they added anything for E3. Here we go. World premiere.
So, how was your day?
Oh,
I have something to share.
When is this, my birthday?
We're having a baby.
Police, you're under arrest for your father's murder 8 years ago.
What's going on?
Shut up! You know what this is.
You've been lying to me all this time?
I should never have told you.
I'm out of patience.
What? I know I say this a lot, but I love you.
I say this a lot too, but back at you.
Like hearing William Dafoe in
Yeah.
there, it's just like it's slightly off-putting. It's like I'm not like you can't really like I'm not really hearing like Daisy Ridley or James McAvoy, but like William Dafoe like just has such a like
I know.
yeah
Distinct voice.
Spider-Man. That's
Right? That's a good point. Peter.
um
Amy's like, I haven't heard about James McAvoy in a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, because I mean, ever since his last thing was, I mean, yes, it was Split, but technically Glass in the crossover sequel was the last thing I remember him being like big
Mhm.
in. So it's been a while since he's done anything, and it's nice to see that he's going to get into video games as well, because I know Daisy Ridley hasn't done anything since Star
Yeah,
Wars.
well, she's in a movie with Tom Tom Holland where like the
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
where like the guys
I know
like
that the
like
little
yeah,
post-apocalyptic. Yeah,
like their thoughts are like projected and women can hear them or whatever, and there's no
yeah,
women. I don't know. It's weird.
yeah.
It's weird, but there it is.
Amy's like, there's a baby, and then being arrested for murder when they are doing American accents, it not as
True.
obvious. Yeah, the game is like, because it's a branching thing. Like, of course, it's only set in a 12-minute thing, but a lot of stuff can happen. Because I know, like in the first trailer, they were like having a nice dinner. Then one sense they were having like in another playthrough, they were having like a dinner where they were thinking about breaking it off or having a mature discussion, type of thing. So it's definitely one of those that has branching, and like it's a choice based,
Yeah.
game. So it's going to be interesting to see like how much branching you can do. And the thing that intrigues me is like there's a day and there's a night cycle. So it's like, how do they discern between the 12-minute time loops?
Like I think it's like as soon as you finish a time loop, it starts over, but like time itself like outside the room continues to move, but those three people are
Maybe.
stuck in like a time.
Well, it's a puzzle game. Maybe once you figure it out, you go to the next 12-minute time loop.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Guys, let
maybe.
us know what you
I'm-
think what the time loop is actually going to be like. I'm curious. Like time travel and time loops are always interesting. So like I would like to see like something a little bit more like a different take on it, you know? Not just like,
Yeah.
oh, they're just in a time loop.
I know there's this game. I forget the name of it at the moment, but it's pretty much a game. It's like a shooter, but you're in a 25-second time loop, and it's like, wow, what could you do in 25 seconds?
Oh, is it super hot?
No, not super hot. It's something else. Like I know there was a trailer that came out last week, so I forget what the name of it is. I'd have to look through
Medium
it.
warm?
No, Luke Cold.
Guys, moving on to number 13 of the top 15 games of E3. A Plague Tale Requiem, sequel to the hit game A Peg. Well, let's try that again, guys. Me. A Plague Tale Requiem, sequel to the hit game A Plague Tale Innocence, is coming to PS5, Series X and S, Switch via the cloud, and PC in 2022, and will be on Game Pass Day Uno.
Yeah, and they just said today that A Plague Tale Innocence will be getting the Series X 4K upgrade on July 6th.
Ooh.
So definitely, it's definitely intriguing. I know both of us have been excited. We're excited and intrigued by A Plague Tale Innocence. I have it. I need to play
Yeah.
through it. Maybe that'll be a future Game Club thing.
Maybe.
Who knows? Well, only the
I
future
know
knows.
Trey played it, and he
but
loved that game. Like, he did a whole playthrough over on
yeah,
Two-Beards.
so I've heard the story is really done
Mhm.
well. So I'm excited. I wasn't expecting a sequel because at least this soon, because I think what Plague Tale came out in 2019, 2018.
I think 2019.
Yeah, 2019. So it's quite a turnaround for the sequel. But I'm excited. Like, more in this world, and the trailer looks insane. So, but
Yeah, Plague Tale came out May
Plague
14th,
Tale. Yep.
2019. Yep.
Okay. So mid-20. Yeah, cool. So let's jump into the trailer for the sequel.
All right, here we go. This is A Plague Tale Requiem. I got to turn up the quality. I can't handle this bad quality.
Yeah.
There we go.
These things, where do they come from?
From all of us. From what we do to him.
Can you stop it?
I don't know. But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
Oh, that ain't water, guys.
I like how
Them
the rats are still I know. I like how the rats are still a prominent focus in this game. So this kind of teases that we may go back in time to, like, before the plague really took over, to when she was a kid.
Maybe. Like, it looks good. I'm just curious,
Yeah.
is, like, the kid, is that the brother, or is that her? Like, I didn't.
No, that's her. That's her, I would assume. Now, it's intriguing though that you bring it up, because she makes that comment. She's like, "I'll protect my brother at whatever cost it is," and it's like, okay, did something happen? Obviously, not having played the story of the first one, it makes me think, it's like, all right, something happened at the end of the first one, or maybe something happened between to kickstart the beginning of the sequel, and it's like, all right. Something happened. I may not like it, but I'm gonna have to try and protect him.
Yeah, I'm like, I know a lot of people bragged on the first one. I want to go through it. It's definitely, like, set in, like, the bubonic plague, not the blue bonnet, the ice cream, or
blue
but it's set in the time of the plague and everything. So it's definitely, come on, YouTube. It's like over here just wanting to play whatever it wants to play. So I'm curious to see where it's going to go. Is it on Blue Bonnet? Is the first one on Game Pass already? I think it is.
Yes. Yeah, it's already on Game Pass now on Xbox One, and like I said, it'll be getting the Series X upgrade on July 6th, and it's also coming to Switch via the cloud on July 6th as well for the first one. So you've got other opportunities to play it on different consoles, but yeah, it is on Game Pass right now as we speak.
Awesome.
For the first one.
Murdoch said, talking about the expansion that Xbox was doing on their showcase today, that basically what he got from today is that he's keeping Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think pretty much
Yeah,
everything.
I'll say if Xbox,
Yeah, everything that we're covering in the top 15 mostly is Xbox because
yeah,
there's a
Xbox had the biggest
yeah, there's a
announcements.
reason to keep Xbox Game Pass. And then Amy, going back to 12 minutes real quick, she said, I feel like it might be decisions he has to make about these major events, but somehow he can time jump to skip them. He creates a paradox that he can only break by facing the situations.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it is very choice heavy, so that it could be a possibility.
I like that. Murdoch says, do y'all feel like they're trying to compete against Steam, possibly working on overthrowing? I think Game Pass is really different than Steam. I don't think it's like every console has its own like marketplace and all of that. Steam, like you don't really get like a subscription that gives you a bunch of games. So I feel like it's a lot different.
And that's and you know, right, and not to mention the fact that Game Pass at some point, like a lot of the third party titles get off of Game Pass, and where Steam is like they have like amazing summer and winter sales, and you could buy this and own those forever.
Exactly. So it feels a lot different than Steam. I don't think that they're necessarily trying to compete. I think they are trying to take away revenue from Steam. If you can pay $15 and get 100 games compared to paying $10 and getting one game, like you would go with the 15 to get 100 type deal. Murdoch also asked, I wonder if Steam would ever go to that mode of subscription. I don't think they would. I think they're making money hand over fist. So I don't think they change anything until it stops working. Because
exactly
that's kind of how Gabe Newell is. He's just like, we're making money. Will we ever make Portal 3? No.
Yeah.
Will we ever make Half-Life 3? Probably not. But we're working on it. Moving on to number 12, guys. The long-awaited sequel, Psychonauts 2, is coming to PlayStation 4, which is big, Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC on August 25th. Way quicker than I thought, and will be on Game Pass day one.
Yeah.
I know that Double Fine said that Psychonauts 2 would be coming to PlayStation because they announced it before they got purchased. But I'm glad to see that, Xbox is not willing, they're not going to destroy relationships and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and they understand this, right? Like they said it when they acquired Bethesda, because Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop were PS5 exclusives, and Xbox is like, look, we'll let those play out. After that, it's going to be TBD. It's going to be up to us. But it's fine. It's interesting though, right? Because it's coming to PS4, not PS5, but it's coming to Series X. So they're kind of benefiting from both ends. They're like, look, we're honoring it by letting it be on PS4, but it's going to be next gen exclusive to the Series X, at least for a time.
Murdoch making comments on my mouse, like my little monitor isn't working for some odd reason tonight. Like the computer's not wanting to send the signal, so I don't have Derek on a different one. So y'all just gonna have to deal with the mouse just flying across the screen tonight.
I know.
All right, let's watch this trailer. Psychonauts. I've always wanted to play the first one, but I never got to. So it's always a very interesting looking and feeling game. So let's jump into this trailer, guys. This is Psychonauts 2 from the Xbox Showcase from E3 2021.
Approaching the Motherlode. I can't believe I'm really here. Psychonauts headquarters. Look at all these gadgets.
The mind is the final frontier of humanity.
I'm ready for anything.
It definitely looks cool.
Time for justice.
Yeah. Very vibrant.
Yeah.
The fate of the free-thinking world.
Exploration.
I'm afraid that means the dead letter office for you.
The mission is falling apart.
A psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it.
Get it? Gotta roll with it.
Acrobatics.
This is a mission about the fate of the world. Can you do that?
Yes, if I can find some bacon.
I'm going to ignore that last part.
All right. Yeah, like I was not expecting August 25th. Like I was not expecting that early of a release date.
Yeah, well, you know, in the beginning, they've been dropping subtle hints throughout the year so far, right? Like toward the beginning of the year, it's like, look, we don't have anything ready to show yet, but we're on track to come out this year. And then I reported on it last week that it was leaked that to be coming out in August. I just didn't know if that was true or not, but they made it. They made it official. So August 25th is a very quick turnaround from when we found out. But I like it. You know, I like how it started with Fallout 4, where it's like we announce it and then it comes out this year.
Yeah.
You know, so people, especially with in a year beginning of the year when everything keeps getting delayed, like people want stuff now. People want a reason to play something now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like where it's a
And I
quick
think-
turnaround instead of telling me like really far out and then it gets delayed a bunch. It's like just
Yeah.
tell me like within a few months of it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Amy's like gives me some Coraline vibes, but colorful, looks fun. Yeah, it looks definitely like I said. I haven't played the first one either. I think the first one is on there via back compat on Game Pass. Like it's the original Xbox version. So I think I could be wrong, but I think it is on the first one is on there via Game Pass. So that might be a way to get that. Also, might be a future game club thing.
That'd be
so
cool.
we'll
Murdoch
see.
said
We're getting a lot of ideas
Yeah.
here.
Murdoch said he played the first one and it was worth it. It wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it was good. It was definitely tailored towards a younger audience when he played it. But like it's always looked really good, and Double Fine has always done an awesome job to make fun games. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. Another fun game, guys, is Mario Party Superstars has been announced and will be released. I can talk, y'all. Let's try that one more time. Mario Party Superstars has been announced and will release on October 29th.
Yeah. This one I wasn't expecting either to like be that turnaround, but then again, it's been quite a number of years because Super Mario Party came out in 2018, so we were due for another one. Yet we can't get another Mario Kart. I understand there's live circuit. It's not the same to me. I want another proper Mario Kart game.
No, we can't get another Mario Kart game. There's only one, and that's deluxe. And we're not putting out any new content.
I guess. Hey,
no new content.
It's still selling like gangbusters, so I can't complain too much.
The best-selling racing game in North America.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Yeah, you can't complain about that.
Yeah.
So do you want to pull that article up?
Yeah, I did. So, Mario Party Superstars is a collection of previous Mario Party boards, and mini games, all retooled and remastered for this new title. It includes 100 mini games from the franchise's past catalog that are all playable with button controls, as well as 5 Nintendo 64 era returning boards like Peach's Birthday Cake and Spaceland. What's more, Mario Party Superstars includes online, same system, and local wireless play for all game modes, and the ability to randomly match with other players online for play and use stickers to communicate. And it goes on to say that the last time was like Super Mario Party, but they tried this once before when it says like the 100 mini games with Mario Party Top 100 on the Nintendo 3DS, which was like the 100 best mini games throughout Mario Party on there. But this is like mini games and game boards on there. So this is obviously the Switch. You can get more oomph out of it to do more rendering and all that kind of stuff. But it's intriguing. Like I'm actually, I never played Super Mario Party, so I don't know how fun it really was. But I'm willing to give this a shot, especially with like 100 different things to do.
Yeah, like, the more the merrier type deal. I'm down for games, but like to B's point, didn't the last Mario Kart game release with a Switch? So it's been so long. It has been. It's been a very long time since we've got
Yeah.
a Mario Kart. And that Mario Kart was a port of the Mario Kart that they released on the Wii U before they launched the Switch and
Yeah.
everything. So and they
But no one bought a Wii U, so they are making up for
dude,
that
there was
mistake.
like 100,000 people. And how many? They never even put out numbers. That's the problem. They never put out numbers.
No, but I mean,
When you don't put out your numbers, that makes you question a lot of things.
yeah.
Murdoch says the memory game for Mario World, the balloon pop. I'm not sure. Maybe there might be in there. And B said Super Mario Party was a letdown from the past ones, so I'm excited. The one on Wii was amazing. I never played it. I haven't owned a Nintendo system until the Switch since Game Boy Advance. So yeah.
Oh wow! I thought you had a Wii for whatever reason, but that's
No,
surprising.
my roommate had a Wii.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
I never played it, but that's okay. Let's look at this trailer, guys. I'm curious to see what Mario Party Superstars looks like. Here we go.
It's a blast from parties past, and you're invited. Ready for another round of Mario Party mayhem? Of course you are. It's a superstar collection of Mario Party boards and minigames. Live it up on 5 classic boards from the Nintendo 64 era, including Peach's Birthday Cake and Spaceland. Each board is packed with zany events guaranteed to keep you on your toes. And when we say zany, we mean it. Jump. Connect blocks. And give facelifts? In hilarious over-the-top
Tetris.
Yeah.
all of which support button controls. With 100 minigames from the Mario Party series catalog, you'll have a blast in this all-star fun fest. Here's a little party favor. All game modes work with online play.
Yeah, but online play on a Nintendo system is trash.
You can randomly match with other
Mm-hmm.
playing a board game online with friends. Save your progress mid-game, grab a snack, then resume the festivities. Stickers are also available to communicate with others. It's time to party in Mario Party Super
Party
on the Nintendo Switch system October 29th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo.
Okay. So October 29th, Mario Party Superstars coming out. I never played a ton of Mario Party. I played it every now and then.
Me either.
It was not something that I really got into. I'm gonna just be honest. Okay. I know some people are gonna be like, oh my God, you didn't play it. And I'm like, I didn't. I never really did. But
yeah,
it looks fun. It might be something that we could do with a nerd cave, being able to play it with others and everything. So maybe, guys.
Yeah, like community game nights or whatnot.
That would be dope. That would be dope. I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
I'd be down for that. I'm resizing something real quick. That way we go.
Yeah. Looks fun. I think the guy needed a better script. So zany. I agree.
Zany.
A lot of these, this is the thing with directs and E3 presentations in general. Everything's so poor. Ubisoft is the worst. When they do their little squad co-op, scripting for that one, oh my gosh, that's gouge my ears out.
Yeah, I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
Catch up with chat real quick.
What Murdoch posed a question. He's like, when will Mario die out in sales? I think if as long as Nintendo keeps putting love and faith in Mario and appealing to all types of audiences, because Mario games, yes, adults play them. I know you loved Odyssey to death, but they're aimed at they're also aimed at younger generations. They're pretty much entry level into video games for a lot of kids. So as long as they keep doing that, I don't think it'll ever die out in sales. Unless Nintendo just goes under.
Yeah, Murdoch is bringing up isn't Sonic dead? The reason Sonic is pretty much it's on life support right now. I think it's getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
Is because of Sega not treating the property with respect and just pumping it out anytime they needed money.
Yeah.
And
they're not reinventing it either.
Mario is like each game you look at, like, okay, you look at the N64 Mario, amazing. Like the first time we saw 3D, then you see Sunshine, totally different kind of Mario game.
Oh yeah.
And then you see like 3D World, totally different. You see Galaxy and Galaxy 2.
Yeah, Galaxy,
They were so different. And then you get Odyssey. Like each one is like a different take on it, but it still feels like Mario. The core mechanics are still there, but there are new features put into the game. And that's like Mario is handled with so much love and care that, you know.
And yeah, like Sonic has had different ones, like with Colors and with the Black Knight and with Unleashed, but a lot of those ideas were half baked. So, or like not fully fleshed out, you know. So, and it didn't hit with audiences because, you know, the Sonic purists were like, this isn't my Sonic. So whereas while Mario does different things, it's still Mario at its core. So whereas Sega got away from what make at its core what Sonic is. So that's why Sonic has pretty much been put on life support.
Yeah. So I think that's, you know, where that comes from. Does Nintendo put too much into Mario? Like there's constantly a Mario game come out? Maybe. I'm not gonna, you know, argue that. I mean,
there's Mario, 3D Mario, Mario Kart, Mario Party,
Paper Mario,
Mario sports games. Yeah, Paper Mario, RPGs, you know, like there's at least 6 different genres of Mario.
And they sell, you know what I mean? Like I don't think people really realize like Mario sells so well. And like, Zelda is a huge franchise, but Zelda doesn't sell well. Like it does not sell well. Same thing with Metroid. It doesn't sell the same amount that a Mario game does. So it's like, hey, we're going to go with the ones we're going to show it love, but we're going to go with the ones that, you know, that took us to the dance. Then we'll go with the one that took us to the dance.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, guys, let's move to our next one. This is number 10 in our top 15 games of 3.
We're a third of the way through.
We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Just hold on. Just hold on. Rainbow Six.
Stay with us a little longer.
Rainbow Six Extraction will be releasing on September 16th for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Series X and S, Xbox One, PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna. Both of those last two, I'm just like, Nani?
Like, hey, Ubisoft loves to jump on new tech. Let's just be honest. So
very true. But, you know, that's okay, but I don't know how that's going to go for them.
Yeah, you know, they'll make their sales elsewhere. You know what I mean? They're like, we can throw this on Stadia and Luna and give it some love. You know, if we don't make sales back, it'll be all right. But you know, I had a big reveal today, or that day on the Ubisoft Forward. It was the focus of their post show. The PvE game is set in the popular Rainbow Six Siege universe. We'll let 3 friends team up and tackle a series of increasingly difficult rounds against a mysterious and deadly alien substance. Extraction is set to come out on September 16th. Originally announced at E3 2019 as Rainbow Six Parasite and also Rainbow Six Quarantine, the newly renamed Rainbow Six Extraction will serve as a PvE alternative to the PvP Rainbow Six Siege. But both games will exist side by side, and players who have Ubisoft accounts will be able to carry over their progress between the two games. That's interesting. I didn't see that part. In a new cinematic trailer, Ubisoft sets the stage for Rainbow Six Extraction. An alien substance has landed on Earth, and it's up to the Rainbow Six Siege team to take out the new alien threat. Extraction has an objective-based PvE game where 3 players will link up and complete a specific mission each round. After each round, players can decide whether they want to be extracted from the map, thus ending the game, or progressing further into a deeper part of the map. There are 3 rounds, and the difficulty will ramp up the deeper the players go in. Just like in Rainbow Six Siege, players will be able to choose unique operators with special powers. The operators shown today are the same as the ones in Siege, but with different outfits to reflect the biohazard-style threat they face. Of course, the threats will be varied also. Some enemies will be able to shoot projectiles or hide in hidden areas. And of course, some enemies are just massive and will smash through everything in their path. Work with your teams and use your weapons and skills strategically to survive.
That's awesome that it can carry over progress. Like, Murdoch,
Yeah, I didn't know
Murdoch's
that
carryover
one, so...
progress. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I wonder if it'll be between. I guess it said between both games. I guess so. I hope that what you do in Extraction carries over to Siege. Obviously, Siege will carry to Extraction, but I hope it's the other way around.
I hope that like both of them feed
So-
into each other, because then it will it will have more legs that way. Because so many people love Siege, and now
Yeah.
Siege is crossplay and cross progression, so like it just makes it even.
For some aspect, we'll get to it later in the quick hits.
Okay, sorry, Derek, I'm stepping on your toes, guys. Let's watch The Thing
Again.
again. Yeah. Good call on changing the name from Quarantine. Yeah, like I was thinking that too. It's like everybody's tired of hearing that word.
Yeah.
Murdoch said you're going to be able to level up on each one. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. Rainbow Six Siege Extraction. It's rated M, so just take that into consideration watching this trailer, guys.
I used to feel so much peace staring into the heavens until a piece of it fell.
She doesn't look very concerned.
No.
Her hair is already like full of it. You gonna get shot?
It could be contained.
Yeah, she's not concerned with any of this. She's like, nothing serious is happening.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team, now.
If there's a way to stop them, you will find.
Amy's like, she being all cool. Yeah, she is. Cool people walk away from explosions and don't look at them.
Very true.
You will find me first.
She got trapped. They trying to turn her.
I'll take out the nests.
And I'll find Ivana. I have your signal. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it was Murdoch.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Stand back.
The spikes things. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Down.
Ooh. Ooh. I like they're just called React.
I know.
Hey, Ivana. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Beat that Left 4 Dead.
Uh-oh. Oh, they got them tall legs.
I know. Like the ones that hide in the goop would terrify me, because it's like I always hate the ones you can't see.
I like how they still broke through the wall like it was like in Siege.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Claymore. That's like electricity.
I know.
Oh. That's Squidward, guys. They're aliens. But they're zombie-like aliens.
Yeah.
Target the breacher! Now's our chance!
Nomad, blow the door. Cover me.
All the really cool stuff just happened while we couldn't see anything.
I know. They finished the fight. We just didn't know how.
That one has a major growth, said Amy.
Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down.
September 16th, guys.
I'm surprised. Another one I'm surprised is like such a quick turnaround.
Same. It looks really cool, guys. Like I never really played Rainbow Six Siege that much. I played like the beta and everything. It gives me kind of like I know Murdoch was saying like Left 4 Dead kind of vibes and everything, but it also gives me, if y'all played XCOM, it kind of feels like that as well because it is like an alien invasion and everything. But it looks really cool. Like this cat right here, like he kind of reminds me, he's like a skinny like predator. Like, he's like a real skinny predator.
Yeah. Well, he actually reminds me of what's the enemy type in Gears, like the ones that like summons them, like
you're thinking of like the I know who you're
like he looked like a preacher type of thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember who it is.
Yeah, but like he could summon enemies to him to fight for him, you know. That's the kind of vibes that it gave it for me. But no, like, and you know, Dan made a comment, is like, it's funny how they went to like a zombie like roguelike, or what was it? Kind of weird how they went to a zombie like plague genre. And you know, they did play around with it. There was a certain mode where it was like infected in Siege, where it was like a timed event type of thing where there was an alien invasion. I wonder if that was like their prelude when they were making Extraction to basically like, will people want this? Will people want this in the Rainbow Six universe? And it took off. It was a very popular mode. I know they didn't bring it back, you know, like how a lot of popular modes end up coming back to the game, but Ubisoft's like, it did well enough. We can make a whole game around this idea.
Yeah, like I'm down for it. You know, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. I think you're thinking, Cantus. Yeah. So Derek was talking about these cats right here, the Cantus. Gears is so good, man.
That's the vibe it gave me. But you know, they also put out a 7-minute gameplay thing. Also put out a 7-minute gameplay trailer that showed like stuff. Obviously, I didn't post it here because you know we have other stuff to get to. But y'all can check that out. I know it's on PlayStation's YouTube channel. I'm sure it's on Ubisoft's YouTube channel as well. But in one of those, because they have different tiers for the aliens. You know, like a tier 2 is like one of those puddle men that can hide in the goop and like pop out whenever. Of course, you have your level 1, your tier 1 that, you know, your basic grunts. But the tier 3 enemies are scary. One of them is exactly like a berserker from Gears, like specifically Gears 5, with the same weakness. Like it's got all this armor on the front of it, but its weakness is at its back.
Okay.
So you gotta, so it's exactly like a berserker from Gears 5. So I was like, all right, I know how to handle this, but it's still scary.
That berserker from Gears 5, my lord, that took me so many times to beat by myself. Murdoch said, I bet it plays just as fast as Rainbow Six Siege. I think it will, just because like it's wanting to be able to cross back and forth between it. So you don't want like one game to feel totally different than the other, especially if there's cross progression between the games. Like I think like they're definitely going to want it to feel very, very similar to it. But just like seeing like there's like at least four variants so far on enemies in the game. So I'm curious to see
with several more. Like I forget how many they showed off in the gameplay trailer, but my lord, it's like you're gonna have your hands full.
And like the gear that you're gonna get to use for it is gonna be really, really cool. Amy said, yeah, it's cool that it is a predator zombie horde vibe, something different. Yeah, like I think we've got a lot of like zombie kind of stuff, so I think there's going to be a little bit different take on it. I know we've got Back for Blood a little bit later in the show here in a few, but hey, I'm excited for it. I don't even play Rainbow Six Siege, guys. I'm excited for it. But a game that I'm really, really excited for is Outer Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2 has been announced exclusively for the Series X and S, and the trailer The trailer's going to make you smile, guys, especially if you've.
Yeah, they pretty much tongue-in-cheek break the fourth wall type of thing.
Especially if you've watched enough E3 trailers, you're going to love it. So
yeah.
Never played Outer Worlds. If you enjoy funny RPGs that are really good, you're going to like it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah. The first one was great. Won some awards. So,
sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity.
I gotta get that higher quality.
Be in the game? No, say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. That wah sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world, and there should be lens flares. Now we see our hero, but only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design, or finished the story, or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
I just love the theme.
Oh, like, yeah, Murdoch likes it. Borderlands, I would say, is like more zany humor, like over the top. Like Outer Worlds, like likes to poke fun. Like obviously, this trailer specifically poked fun at the industry in E3. You know, it's like, look, we understand how the industry works. It's sales driven, so we're gonna play into that, you know. And but Outer Worlds does more of like that tongue in cheek humor.
Yeah,
so it's a different type of humor.
It's kind of like British humor. Like it really feels like British humor, but not as foreign, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed the first one. I want to go back. Guys, I got a confession. I rarely finish games.
You rarely finish?
No. I don't know what it is, guys, but anyway, it's really good. I really enjoyed it, so definitely should check it out. A shame. Don't be shaming me. This is a no shame zone. The only shame that happens in the show is to Derek. Okay, so don't be putting that on me.
No. No. Fair is fair, my friend.
Well, I'm the host, so there you go. I'm the host. The fact they did it like that makes me interested. We can make fun of our own stuff. Exactly. Yeah. Like that's. Dan said, I love how they just tell you why everything is happening in the trailer. Yeah, it's like, so that's why you do that.
Better finish Horizon, says Dan.
I will, because we're doing Game Club. That's the whole reason. That is literally the reason I started Game Club, guys. And so I could
so you can
force myself to finish games. Murdoch casts shame stick on Zach. Zach repels shame stick and throws it on Derek. There you go.
No, don't you throw it back at me. No.
You know what's been
I'm immune to this?
No, you're not. You're very susceptible to the shame stick. You know what else I'm susceptible to? I don't like being scared. And Stalker 2, it looks scary. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, releasing April 28th, 2022, and will be on Game Pass day one and be exclusive to the Series X and X for 3 months. So a timed exclusive, guys.
Yeah, it's weird that it's only 3 months, but this is the first time that Stalker has come to console. So I guess, they figured, hey, something's better than nothing.
I think they didn't want to do.
But it was revealed during the show.
I think, last time we got a big, exclusive that was timed, that I can remember, it was Tomb Raider, and it was 6 months, and it destroyed the sales for it. So I think they're trying to avoid that at all cost.
Yeah. So I totally agree. So I don't think they want to do that again. But it's interesting, we're gonna watch the gameplay trailer here in just a minute. But in the article, it's revealed during the showcase as part of the E3 week, we saw characters sitting around a fire discussing stories from the zone. We cut to a firefight inside a warehouse. Use of a Geiger counter like item in a wasteland as the characters search for a glowing orb. And a moment of peace as the character waltzed around a ruined workshop and got a sense of the story, as well as a close look at one of the game's monsters. So we're gonna get into it. It looks intriguing. Like, it's got that eerie vibe of games that I like from that kind of genre. It's like very Metro, but I know they did a movie called Chernobyl, which was supposed to be like a horror movie back in the day, and it's very intriguing. Like Chernobyl, like obviously it was, I don't want to say it's past our time, but we don't remember that in like significant historical events, right? So it's always intriguing, like why people focus around the mystery and all the events that happened at this event, So I like that. I like to know more about stuff that I don't know much about.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna put my face back on the screen. I'm excited. Like, I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna just be 100 on y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play it, but I'm glad people enjoy. Murdoch's over here. He's hyped. He literally put like a Komodo dragon that's like excited in the chat, so I know that he's excited. So,
Yeah.
To each his own. To each his own. Don't eat your own, but to each his own. Just let that sink in, guys. You ready for the trailer? You ready for the trailer? This thing's a beefy one, guys. This is like 5 minutes. So
yeah, it's the longest trailer we've got.
And keep in mind, this is like a scary game, that sort of deal.
Yeah.
So, may contain content inappropriate for children. So keep that in mind. All right. So
yeah.
Forewarning, forsworn, all of that. Murdoch said, just when I think I have too many games to play, and here comes Xbox and these game developers busting in like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Yes, Ivy, cover your eyes. Here we go.
Как спали.
Ну, чё там?
I like how they're doing the native language too.
Ну и пошли они нахрен.
Спасибо тебе. Ты многим сталкерам жизнь спас.
Okay, I thought stalkers were like the enemies.
I know in like the title, it's like an acronym.
Okay.
Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю.
Really?
At the end is the CEO. Interesting. Yeah, that's freaky, man. Like, I'd like to know more about these anomalies that just happened.
That was like a weird pig thing, and he just exploded. Like, what is this?
Don't worry, guys. Just an everyday occurrence.
Okay, so you like throw bolts to like avoid
something, some kind of detectors.
Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалось.
They're everywhere.
А каждый день удивляет.
Зона надо есть.
And we're loading.
Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
So is all of this in Russian?
Yeah. At least from what I can discern. I don't know if they're going to have like an English voiceover pack included. I don't know, but...
Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь.
Murdoch says you have to navigate around them as they spawn. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Прошу прощения. Может, вам кучёна? Профессура.
Oh, the guy in the hoodie to the left
is the CEO.
Okay. Okay, I think we're getting into this spoopy stuff.
Yeah. This part freaked me out too.
Yeah, that's a big old nope for Zacharu.
Да пошел ты. Зря ты так с друзьями. Ты же его на...
Just want to what you want to see in your nightmare, right?
Nah, I don't have nightmares.
Чего? А дружбы в зоне я точно не встречал.
There's no friend zone in this world? Helpful to know.
Мучился.
Нет.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
А пулю заслужил. Жаль, что ты так с ним поступил.
Мне тоже. Считаешь, я не думал, как обойтись без его смерти? Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил. Зато теперь посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф.
Murdoch says this was all motion capture.
Жизнь. Новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее.
But dude, I don't like close talkers, so don't like you haven't had a breath mint in like 4 years.
I know, right?
Whoa, that looks cool.
I don't know what passes as a toothbrush. Yeah.
Похоже, пора.
И куда ты теперь?
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
So that's the CEO.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool that he's in there. Okay, so
yeah, but it comes out. You know, it's got a date of April 28th. You know, that's 10 months from now. That's, you know, plenty of time for them to work on this game.
More than enough. More than enough time. Murdoch's like, too long to wait. He can't wait, guys, but he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. There's a lot of good games coming out though. Like in the next few the next few weeks, like June and July is stacked full. It's stacked full. And it will be delayed.
Especially with Nintendo.
I don't think it's gonna I don't know. I don't know this company that well to know if it will be delayed or not, but you know, here's hoping that it won't. Here's hoping that it won't.
Yeah.
Moving on, guys, to our number 7 on our list. We're almost there, guys. This is the last 7. The last 7 of our top 15 games.
Halfway through.
Yeah. Back 4 Blood shows the PvP trailer off at E3 2021, and it will be coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Series X and S, Xbox One, PC on October 12th. Will be on Game Pass day 1. Beta starts August 5th. Was not expecting that Game Pass up in there, just like boom.
They had to have one surprise, you know. Obviously, you know, a lot of the exclusives were gonna come day 1, but we were waiting for that third party because, you know, like I said before on air, before we went live, it's like Outriders and MLB came day 1. And Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance is coming day 1 to Game Pass, and it's like, all right, what big fish are they gonna snatch up in this one? And they got Back 4 Blood, which it makes sense because Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 were 360 exclusives.
That is right.
So it only makes sense for the spiritual successor to be like, hey, we gonna give you a deal.
True. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. Murdoch, going back to soccer, the first game was released on March 20th, 2007. 2007. It's been a while.
Well, yeah. Been a while.
Let's go. Let's jump into this trailer. This is, again, content.
Again, may contain inappropriate for children. So mature content. So
cover thine eyes, mute thine audio, whatever you need to do, guys. This is a zombie game. So just letting y'all know. Here we go.
Zambi.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. He just wanted to borrow some
I know.
sugar.
He was like, hey, man, I'm making a thing of tea. I need some sugar.
No, we don't need
I wouldn't be done jumping down there.
All right, when was the last time you saw written in any numbers?
All of my best friends like to go and get fucked up. And they talk about
the big boy.
Yeah. Like these games have always had very interesting the variants and everything into the
Let's go.
You're here. Come on.
like that many zombies definitely I think Days Gone has definitely like influenced a lot of newer games.
Yeah, especially the horde mechanics. Oh, that's a big boy too.
You've got a problem. A big problem.
Yeah, like having the bigger like boss kind of zombies definitely like changes up the
horde mode. And you can play as a zombie now too. Me too.
Amy's like, can we get something? Can we please get something besides zombies?
Besides zombies?
Over here.
All right. A lot of cool things that we've seen in that. You know, we've talked about like the card system that they've introduced in the game. Like Murdoch was saying, it looks like a lot like Left 4 Dead, just a different skin, new graphics. Like they're gonna feel similar because like it's supposed to be like a spiritual successor and everything. But I definitely think it's going to be a much better game.
And you can definitely get the vibes because, you know, for people who didn't catch it, it's Turtle Rock Studios. What was their last game? Evolve.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that was like you get to play as the monster or the hunters. So that influence is definitely there too.
I totally forgot Evolve is even a thing. I remember buying that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you
and that's it. You did that thing.
Yep, I did buy it. Murdoch says, I'm not sold. No, it wasn't worth the money to me. I'm negative Nancy over here. You know, like this type of game is going to be for the people that enjoy that type of, that type of game.
And I mean, I know it's a trailer and whatnot, but you know, Murdoch, you have your chances. You know, you've got August 5th is the open beta, which is they're going to start that. Don't know how long it's going to run, but August 5th is when it starts. Plus, if you have Game Pass, it's going to be on there day one, so you could at least try it via that if you wanted to. If you're not wanting to fork over your money, you can try it via Game Pass.
So, moving on to number 6, guys. We're not doing a zombie game, guys. Back to back. We're gonna do something that I was not expecting. I haven't watched anything about it, guys. So
this one you're gonna like. It doesn't show too much, but you're still gonna like it.
Number 6 on our list is Avatar Frontiers of Pandora has been unveiled. Is coming to PS5, Series X and S, PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna in 2022. I didn't even know they were making an Avatar game.
Yeah, well, I mean, they announced it a while back. It's just this is the first time we've seen it. Over 4 years after being announced, we finally gotten a first look at Ubisoft Massive's Avatar game, which will arrive in 2022. Which it brings us back to Pandora, the trailer providing glimpses of various beautiful biomes. It will be a first-person open-world action-adventure game set in the Western frontier, a never-before-seen part of Pandora featuring a living and reactive world. It will once again pit the Na'vi against humans and their mechs. The Avatar game was first announced in 2017, promising to use the Snowdrop engine built for The Division to, quote, expand and deepen in the Avatar universe in exciting and innovative ways along with the films. The Massive team has worked hand in hand with Avatar director James Cameron's production company to make a game that promises to be very different to The Division, focusing on, quote, world and discovery and nature. The game was delayed into 2022 last year. Of course, it goes on to say what it'll be released for. So, yeah, very promising. I'm excited for you to see the trailer and see what you think.
I'm excited. Amy said, I saw something about this. Sounds interesting. Murdoch is like, give me Xmas times. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. First look. Here we go. The foliage does look really good. Oh, we're getting the music.
I'm the one thing that intrigued me is like it's gonna be first person, not third person, but you know, it kind of sets it with Avatar, like when they went into the Na'vi body, it was like, you know,
I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some new like animals that we're getting to see.
Yeah, well, and like the article said, this is the first part of Pandora we've seen. Like with the Western frontier is the first time it's been explored.
Yeah. That's a big one. It's like you woke me up from my nap. It just goes on a rampage.
For this?
Yeah, it's like just goes on a rampage, starts killing everything.
Speaking of killers.
Yeah. Like if this is this in game?
I think it's in-engine footage.
Oh, well, they just come right out. It's right out the gate.
Yeah. Knock, knock.
Is this before or after the movie?
They didn't specify. I want to say, I know it's in the universe. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's like, it's either going to be during the movie or after the first movie. My money will probably be on the same time because this is the Western frontier. I'm sure it'll be going on the same time as the events of the first movie. Murdoch says looks like before. He also was it graphics rendered with a 3080?
Yeah, graphics card. It looks great.
Murdoch asks, has there? Yeah, I'm about to say. Murdoch asks, has there ever been an Avatar game? I think there was one back in the day on 360, PS3, around the time when the first movie came out. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm looking it up to see if it was.
But yeah, what did you think of the? I know it wasn't a lot. I know it was in-engine footage as opposed to gameplay. But what was your initial thoughts about it?
It definitely. I felt like I was brought back into the world, and I think that's the biggest thing regarding the Avatar world is like when you watched the movie for the first time, you felt immersed in it. Yes, it was 3D and all of that, but if the game can bring that feeling into, to redo that feeling and everything, is going to be huge. Graphics look great.
Yeah.
I know it's not in game or anything, but I'm curious to see what the gameplay is going to be like. Are you playing as the humans anytime? Are you controlling a Navi body, or are you actually a Navi? Are
Yeah.
you born as a Navi or anything? Amy's
Yeah. Questions we need
yeah,
answers
we need
to.
answers. Amy says to get to be in the world is cool. Yeah, like getting to, do
Yeah.
you get like I don't remember what they're called. Do you get a pterodactyl? Do you get a horse? Like, how many
Yeah.
animals do you get to pair with? Your little like thing, like you know what I'm talking about. The bond. You know what I'm talking.
The little
Yeah,
hair tendril.
your thing, the thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I see you.
We'll have to wait till next year to get answers to a lot
Yeah.
of the questions.
Yeah. The world may never know. The world may never know. But no, it looks great. I'm excited for it.
I like how, by the way, a lot of these, granted, with Xbox, there's some of them are still coming to Xbox One and PC. Mind you, but a lot of these announcements I've been noticing going back, even like some of the quick hits, are like this one is next gen
Mhm.
only. So I think we're now getting to that point where it's like, all right, we can only work these on the powerful new consoles. We can't work these on PS4 and
Yeah.
Xbox One. Those are a little bit outdated
Yeah,
tech.
and it's like it's 2022, so it's like we can't work on that tech, and we're hoping that we're also going to be able to move forward from, there will be enough
Yeah.
stuff on there. This next one I was very
Yeah.
shocked to see, and especially to get a date on it and it be this close.
Yeah. As another quick
Yeah,
turnaround.
I like it though. I like it. I want new games to play.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is unveiled at E3 2021, and it will be coming to the PlayStation 5, PS4, Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch via the cloud, and PC on October the 26th. And my lord, I'm excited. It looks so good. And we're going to watch the trailer, guys, but I'm excited.
My Star-Lord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But going in here, Eidos Montreal has officially announced it is working on a Guardians of the Galaxy game and is coming on October 26th. Announced during Square Enix's press conference, players will take on the role of Star-Lord in the third-person action-adventure game, using jet boots and an elemental gun to take down Marvel villains including Lady Hellbender, the Regent of Seknarf 9. The game will also include choice-based moments that will affect the story as you play through it. While you play as Star-Lord, all of the Guardians featured in the MCU, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Drax, will be with you throughout the game. You'll be able to issue commands for them to use abilities, and they'll chat between themselves. Mantis and Cosmo will also make appearances. This is the second Square Enix Marvel collaboration, with Avengers. So I want to get your thoughts on, like, the choice based, like, obviously, we've seen in the Guardians films, like, it's very like they're a band of misfits coming together, and they all like have to build a relationship. So I can see that playing into the choice base, like, especially when it comes to Gamora. Like, are they going to play around with them building a relationship like they did in the movies, or are they going to explore something else? Is Drax going to be just as pun ridden as ever? Dan says you're gonna use Drax for all the stealth portions of the game. But I'm interested to see, like, how do you feel about just playing a Star-Lord? Now, yes, you can issue commands with the Guardians, but do you feel like you should play as all the Guardians, like at least the core 5, or are you fine with just playing a Star-Lord?
I think it's interesting that they went with that, because I figured it would be where you're changing between them or whatever, kind of like Marvel's Avengers that we got last year. But making it just Star-Lord does open up the ability to have more of an RPG, like where there are some branching paths and everything with the dialogue. And even
Yeah.
though you make a choice as Star-Lord, doesn't mean that the Guardians are necessarily going to go with that, because they're very opinionated. They're strong-headed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
think it's going to open up a lot of different things with it, different aspects with the relationships that you build with each one of them. And it's going to be deeper than, like Marvel's Avengers. Like, the story overall was a pretty good story. But you didn't get to really decide how that story was going to play out. It was, it was already written for you and everything.
Yeah.
I think this take on it is going to make you own it, make you enjoy it a little bit more. You get to kind of decide where Star-Lord is going to go. Like, we already have like a basis of his personality, but we get to decide how he's going to play that out.
I know that, we've got several months till the game comes out, but I want to know if there's going to be like an upgrade tree for Star-Lord. And even though you don't get to play as the rest of the Guardians, you do get to issue commands. I wonder if you can get upgrades for the rest of your team, or like upgrade their gear or what have you. So again, questions I need answers to.
But I'm excited for it. Amy says it sounds awesome. We're going to watch the trailer, guys. So let's jump into it. This is the cloud version of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is running on the Switch, guys.
That moi, man.
See?
That
See?
moi sound.
Do you know what a birthright is, Peter? Something that's a part of you. Like your name.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork.
I'm curious, like, how much flying we're going to get to do.
63 units short. I know.
Yeah.
Clearly need a plan.
I like how they still keep with like the retro
Yeah.
songs and the humor of it,
Drax, roll. No! You want monster? I'll show you monster! No! We disrobe!
Keep your pants on.
Although it could be used as a distraction. Smash him up, Drax! Meet your maker!
We're all professionals here, right? Maybe we can work something out.
Get him!
You had one job, Quill. I did exactly what? Gamora, no killing teammates!
Says who?
It's literally in your contract! I made no such commitments.
In less than 3 cycles, all would be lost. The galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
We can do this together!
Fucking great, Quill!
Star-Lord, right?
It's Star-Lord.
Like, I'm glad that they're keeping with like the
I'll call you.
MCU themed Guardians.
yeah, like it's like that 80s kind of look, kind of feel to it, with the graphics and everything. Like, just looking at the Guardians, like, there are some differences in their appearance compared to their MCU counterparts. But I'm fine with that. Like, they look closer to like the comic book versions of them, especially like Drax and Gamora. Peter looks very close and similar to the same and everything. Rocket and Groot look very close, but I'm enjoying it. Like, I am really excited to play this game. You know, it
I want to know the voice cast behind them, because I know Avengers, they flaunted the voice cast because it was like an all-star talent, but this one, it's like They haven't said who's going to be the voices of them. So, but I mean, hey, I'm fine with them. So from just the trailer, they sounded fine for
Yeah.
me. So I want to see who they got behind it. If it's going to be anyone we
Yeah.
recognize.
So, guys, let us know what you thought of the Guardians trailer down in the comments, because it looks good. I'm curious gameplay wise, how is it going to feel? Like, I'm October's going to be great, guys. We got Back for Blood, we got Guardians.
Yeah.
You know, what else is going to come in October?
Battlefield 2042.
I know some people are excited. I'm not. There's no campaign.
I know.
Gotta have me some campaign. Moving on, guys. We're in the top 4. We just hit the top 5. Now we're in the top 4. Arcane Studios' new game Redfall has been unveiled. Will be exclusive to the Series X and S and will release in summer 2022 and will be on Game Pass day 1.
Yep, and they stuck with the theme. You know, this was Bethesda, and since they joined Microsoft, this is Xbox and Bethesda's joint conference, and we'll get to another game in just a sec after this one. But the bread between the sandwich of the conference was front and back with a Bethesda game, and this one it's ironic because they've got Arcane has an exclusive PlayStation 5 game and Deathloop coming in September, and they're like, this next one's only going to be on Xbox. It was an intriguing trailer. I didn't expect Arcane to have another game all ready to go, but this is, the one doing Deathloop, the first one on that is Arcane Lyon, and the one spearheading this one is Arcane Austin. Redfall is a vampire shooter from Arcane Studios. It will be an Series X and S exclusive and also released on PC. The heavy stylized trailer from the showcase gave us a glimpse of various character battling vampires who aren't your, quote, typical bloodsuckers. It will be an open world co-op FPS, and it will be developed by Arcane Austin. Set in the town of Redfall, Massachusetts, Redfall pits heavily armed heroes against vampires created in a scientific experiment gone wrong. These vampires are constantly evolving and will develop more powerful abilities. In a follow-up article, Xbox revealed the 4 heroes: Layla Ellison, who is blessed with telekinesis; Jacob Boyer, an ex-military sharpshooter; Remy De La Rosa, who is joined by her robotic companion Bribon; and Devinder Krusli, a paranormal investigator. Redfall will be a 4-player co-op shooter with single-player and multiplayer options, which will be blended seamlessly, Arcane said in a press release. It will include hero loadouts that will allow players to optimize their approach to taking out the vampires that have put Redfall under siege. Vampires are perennially fun, classical villains because they're ripe for every generation to reinvent and experience in a new light, says co-creative director Ricardo Baer. In our case, Redfall vampires are science-inspired, triggered by biotech longevity experimentation. So yeah, this will be the second longest trailer we have, but it's intriguing. Again, mature content. Hide your kids, hide your wife, type of thing. Close your ears.
Yeah, this
is the only one I think with a little bit of language.
We're gonna skip this one.
Yeah,
I looked at it. I was like, yeah, that's a little more than I want to put on there. But if y'all want to watch it,
that's fair.
Look it up. I like that the vampires are not just like, it's not a mystical kind of thing that gets science based. Like, it's something, a different take on a very oversaturated kind of villain monster kind of thing. So and Arcane always has very interesting combat. You look
gameplay.
Like Dishonored had amazing gameplay, so I know that this will be a very fun gameplay wise, and they always do very interesting things with their stories as well. So
but yeah, I know we're skipping it, but the trailer is about 4 minutes long, but you can check it out on Xbox's YouTube channel, so go check that out for yourself. But again, be warned, there is mature content, so watch at your own discretion.
Yes. This one, I haven't watched the trailer on it.
Okay.
So I'm excited for it. Amy says, yeah, if you do vampires, you got to make it different. Yeah, because there are too many vampires out there. Do they sparkle? Do they sheen and shine? But
like a freshly waxed car.
Number 3 on our top 15, guys, is Starfield. The trailer unveiled in the E3 2021 will be coming exclusively to the Series X and S on November 11th, 2022, and will be Game Pass day 1. It's gonna be on it, guys.
So this surprised me. That they gave this is the first time in a long time that we've gotten a release date over a year plus out. Like, this is 18 months from now. So it's interesting that they wanted to, but I guess they wanted to put it on their map so other games, like, it's like when Skyrim came out, they wanted to, and when GTA comes out, they want to plant their flag, and other people are like, we need to avoid this. We're probably not going to do any sales if we come out around or at the same time as this game. So let's avoid this at all costs. And it future proofs themselves, right? Because it'll give them enough time to where, I'm sure if they probably wanted to put it out beginning of next year, but they probably were worried about having to delay it. They probably already ran into issues, and it's like, look, instead of just giving a date and delaying it, let's just give it a year plus date out, and let's hope we can stick to it.
And putting it on November 11th, that is a national holiday in the US. So it's like, okay, you're going to get this big game. You've got a day. Most jobs take off, government jobs and all of that. So you've got a whole day to play this game. So it's smart. It's smart for sure.
Yeah. Bethesda's next big game, Starfield, is coming exclusively to the Series X and S on November 11th, 2022. The Washington Post leaked the Starfield trailer ahead of the Bethesda showcase, and Xbox confirmed that the trailer is both real and that Starfield will be exclusive to its platforms. It opened, like I said, Redfall ended their presentation. Starfield opened it, so it was the sandwich bread. It begins on a nondescript but clearly alien planet aboard a vessel called the Constellation. The narrator talks about venturing into a field of stars, and we get a look inside the interior of the Constellation, which looks reminiscent of the space age ships from the 1960s. During the E3 presentation, Bethesda's Todd Howard says Starfield is about hope, and they shared humanity we all share. Howard also indicated the cinematic trailer is in-engine. Bethesda also confirmed separately that Starfield will be the first game created on its updated Creation Engine 2. The studio has promised major revamps to its engine for graphical fidelity and other improvements. The trailer was also made in-engine.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this out here. Bethesda makes really good games. Their graphics usually look like trash, and it's buggy.
I know by when Fallout 4 came out, it's like, ooh, baby, you need an upgrade.
Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Skyrim, they're all running on the same engine. So I'm glad to hear that they're doing something new. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's get into this trailer. Again, guys, I don't know what's in the trailer. It may include some content that's not appropriate for children, but here we go.
It's not too bad, so I don't think it. Yeah.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Starfield official trailer.
Constellation Starship Frontier. We have you on scanners. Performing remote systems check. Helium-3 tanks checked. Seals are intact. We are still go.
This is alpha footage, everybody, so.
They say the wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast.
Sandwich!
That we have measured it.
Space sandwich!
You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
We reach your constellation.
This is all we've been working towards.
Jemison route looks good.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure.
Look at that robot. He waving at you.
at least your allies are friendly. They're not just jerks.
True.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
So that's how they revealed the date.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, like it looks like a good little trailer and everything, but
yeah,
don't really know anything about, like Murdoch asks, so is this like No Man's Sky? I'm not sure like how much are
I know it's supposed to be their space RPG, so I don't know like how integral that gameplay will be.
I know with Outer Worlds, like you have a ship and you travel planet to planet and space station and all that kind of stuff, but you don't necessarily like pilot it like No Man's Sky. So I don't know if it's going to be more like that or if it is, where you're actually controlling the ship, which would be way cooler than just like selecting it and then you just load into the next place and everything.
Yeah.
With
we've got 18 months to find out more.
With like with Bethesda, like I think they're going to do an awesome job. They've just been bought. They want to put out something that is going to knock it out of the park, and they've got Microsoft's backing, so it's not where they're getting pushed. You've got to get something out now, because that's been the problem with Bethesda for a while. Is like they've been pushed to put something out and make it fast. That's why Fallout 76 was trash.
Exactly. I was just about to bring that up.
So I'm excited. Speaking of something that could have been trash if it would have came out earlier, it's coming in our number 2. Halo Infinite multiplayer trailer was shown at E3 2021. It's coming to Series X and S and Xbox One this holiday and will be on Game Pass day 1.
Yeah, and there was a big thing with the multiplayer too, like, because there was rumblings, like, that's why another reason why they delayed Halo Infinite the way they did was the campaign was the only thing ready to launch. Like, they were going to do the multiplayer separately, but now they can launch it at the same time. This revealing that both it's free-to-play multiplayer, that's right, you heard right, free-to-play multiplayer and single campaign will release this holiday. Now, of course, that means you have to pay for the campaign, and they multiplayer is free to play, which is a first, I want to say, for Halo. More of the campaign was also
I was just agreeing with it. It is the first time.
Yeah. More of the campaign was also shown, including a section where Master Chief is pulling himself through wreckage in zero gravity with a grappling hook-like thing. Though it wasn't entirely clear if this was just part of the cutscene that preceded it. Well, I'm here to tell you, I know, spoiler for the trailer, for the multiplayer, the hook shot, because I also watched that the E3 presentation, that hook shot, I mean, they're ripping it off from Doom Eternal, but I do want to say it is a gameplay mechanic. We also got our first look at multiplayer gameplay in the form of a montage of match moments across a variety of maps. It was confirmed that Halo Infinite's multiplayer mode and the first part of its campaign would be launching together later this year and be on Game Pass at release. Didn't know it was going to be a first part of the campaign, which I don't know if that should worry me or make me feel better because it's going to I don't know. That feels like very paywall-y, like locked behind that. It's like, finish the rest of our game for us, guys. Halo Infinite was released, but in 2020, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the rest is just a recap of what happened over the last year. Yeah, the first part of the campaign, maybe it's just miswording, maybe they got misquoted, I don't know, but they did say that there will be a battle pass type thing for the multiplayer. So I'm excited to see what that entails. Like, obviously they're not going to do like an EA and just like microtransaction you to death, but it is going with the current trend of like a Rocket League, of a Fortnite, of Apex, Warzone, or what have you. Like, so
for it to be free to play, it definitely feels like Warzone or Fortnite or Apex in that regard. The battle pass is interesting in the idea that the battle pass doesn't, like, if you can go and back and buy different seasons battle passes and work towards like completing all of it. So there's no like,
Yeah.
I know like you're not getting that fear of missing out, but it's like, oh, I missed season 1 and they have like this really awesome whatever it is. I really want that. And you can go back to season 1's battle pass, buy it, and then work your way through it and get the thing that you want. Because I know with Warzone, like they'll have like different operator skins or whatever. And like if you didn't get it during that season, then well, guess what? You don't get it. Period.
Yeah, exactly.
So, this is huge that it is free to play on the multiplayer because, like, I know everybody loves the story of Halo, but
yeah,
the thing that kept Halo alive,
it really cut its teeth with multiplayer.
Was the multiplayer. So, like, think about Red versus Blue. The only way that came about was because of the multiplayer. So,
exactly.
I'm curious why they didn't show any, story stuff, because that's usually what they like rely heavy on. But this is still super huge news. That's why it came in at number 2, guys, because like this would have been unheard of if we would have said it like 3 years ago. Like Halo is going to put out free to play multiplayer. Like I would have laughed at you. So, all right.
Right.
Let's get into the trailer. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I have not watched all of it. So here we go. Halo Infinite official multiplayer reveal.
A new day is upon us. A new generation built to fight. Together, we are unstoppable. Are you ready?
Not gonna lie, this is bringing back some memories.
Yep. I felt the same way watching this.
Yeah, that's definitely Doom.
Yeah, see.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
That. Oh.
Killing spree.
Okay, I'm glad that they brought the hammer back.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, sticky.
Yeah, I know. That was great.
Skewer.
What? That is awesome. What? Holy moly.
Yeah. Yep.
Valhalla? Yep. They brought back that map? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Banshees.
The flag is ours.
Banshees look different and
yeah,
updated.
They're definitely like a different kind of look to them for sure.
And of course, Staple Capture the Flag is coming back too. I like that. And Skulls.
Interesting.
Now, show me what you.
Oh, I love that Shogun looking armor. What?
There it is.
Okay. So I just want to go back real quick on this right here. Watch this. Like he uses the grenade.
Yeah.
To like launch
the sword at him.
Sword. Like I want to watch it one more time. Like because before this, like I've never seen a multiplayer that like you can affect the weapons on the map,
Yeah.
Like that is awesome.
Now, whether it's just a vertical slice for the trailer, who knows? But that was still cool to see.
Yeah, there was another part. It was like right.
But then again, you could hook shot the vehicles and knock people out.
Yeah,
so
like this part right here.
Skewer.
That right there blew my mind. Where you're like you can literally hook shot. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't like super hyped about that, but
That was gonna be my question. Is like, what does this do for you now?
Watching that trailer, like I'm like, I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling like I'm back in high school.
They still have to prove it with the
Very,
campaign.
very true.
I know,
but I'm feeling like the LAN party vibes right here, guys. Like I'm.
Yeah. I had the same thought watching this. I'm like, man, this takes me back, especially seeing like Valhalla, you know, and seeing like some of the throwback stuff and like all the cool different features. So yeah, if anything else, they're gonna nail the multiplayer for sure.
And like this is coming from me where I feel like 343 has done a poor job with Halo. Like nothing has felt like Halo. That trailer, if they can make the game feel like that trailer where it feels like Halo, I'm sold. I'm sold. It'll be the first time 343 has actually sold me on a Halo game, and I've played every Halo game so far. And since it went from Bungie to 343, I haven't enjoyed it. So if they can sell me on this, it feels like this trailer, man. Oh, I'm excited.
So, and it's going to be on Game Pass day one, so that's going to be a huge get too.
Oh man.
So, I'm super stoked. I'm glad you liked it because I was wanting to see, because I know we've been negative Nancy's on Halo since, you know, it got delayed and we saw all the issues and controversy surrounding it. So this is the first good showing we've seen of Halo since its initial unveiling. So I'm glad they're getting back to the roots, it seems like, or at least they're on the right track. So I'm happy. I'm more happy for you because I know you've been the biggest Debbie Downer on 343.
Like that makes me stoked, guys. Like I'm giddy as a schoolgirl right now. On this. Murdoch says, I've never played Halo multiplayer besides like Blood Gulch on 4-man. Like I was a huge Halo player for a very, very long time. So like I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, guys. We've been in this show for
it's the last
for
one.
a while. Let's get to our number one pick for the top E3 game of 2015. I would put number 2 at number 1. I'm just saying, I watched this trailer and I'm like, all right. But Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay trailer has been revealed at E3 2021 and will be coming in 2022. Yep.
Yeah. So, shown at the Direct, the new trailer depicts Link gliding or even skydiving through the skies of Hyrule and exploring the ground using some techniques familiar to Breath of the Wild players and some new. Link appears to have access to a handheld flamethrower as well as a strange water-style teleport system that allows him to soar upwards into cliffs and emerge from a pool on the surface. Nintendo says that the skies of Hyrule will be explorable, but we'll have to wait to see exactly what those skies have to offer. We do see Link making use of very high vantage points, though suggesting towers will be the starting point for more interesting flight mechanics. Hyrule Castle can be seen suspended above the ground towards the end of the trailer, encased in spectral tendrils. It certainly seems that this game will be darker than its predecessor. And basically, Breath of the Wild 2 will face a steep challenge in matching the success of the original. Anyway, and they went on to say that they haven't given a title to it yet because that will give away what the game is about. Even though when they do announce it, it's still like it doesn't matter when they announce it, they're gonna have some. It's still gonna give away some story points. So I don't know why they worded it like that. Maybe it was just a weird translation. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, Murdoch said, not much of a Zelda person. Like Breath of the Wild is an amazing game. And you can see that with a lot of games that came out after Breath of the Wild. They have taken so much from it. So like it is a masterclass of game development. So I'm curious to see where this one goes. It does have a lot to live up to. But let's watch the sequel. We're going to call it Breath of the Wild 2 right now. Here we go. So it looks like the corruption from like Ganon is on Zelda's arm. Not Zelda, Link's arm. And Zelda just fell down a carrot.
Yeah.
a crevasse. Like, you can see his arm right there. It looks like it's tattooed or something. So there's corruption or something on his arm. I found that interesting. Like, they're getting like beasts or something.
Yeah, like mobile fortresses.
This was also interesting. Like, he could like go through the floor of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is Hyrule Castle. Like, I'm not sure like what all is going on here, but we can see like the calamity like raising it out of the ground.
Yeah.
One quick thing that like there were powers and everything that we saw in the first Breath of the Wild that we unlocked. And we see this one right here where you can make it go backwards, which is pretty interesting to me. And this one right here, I don't know what that, like, you become water. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I know Dan's way bigger into Zelda than I am and everything, but, you know, it looks same, you know, it's not going into a totally different Zelda, because a lot of times when they're a new Zelda game, they're not connected, but this one is. This one's actually connected, and everything. Derek, what did you think about it?
It's intriguing. Like, of course, you know, there's more questions than answers for this. You know, as someone who didn't play Breath of the Wild, I don't know anything about. You know, I know from what you've said, what I've read, you know, what I've seen, type of thing, but I don't know the complete story of it. I know it's hotly anticipated because it was such a huge success on the Switch. It was a launch day game for the Switch, and it was massively successful. So I know I've read some rumors online that they're getting like Majora's Mask vibes from this, and that's why they don't want to say anything about the sequel or about the title for the sequel. But I don't know. We'll see. It definitely, like I said, has more questions than answers for sure.
Dan said, "I'm excited for it. It would be nice if they added more actual dungeons to the game." Yeah, the last one just had like temples, and like they were challenging, but there wasn't like a lot of danger involved with it. It's like, you know, you spend enough time in there, you can figure it out. You know, like even the guardians that might be in the temples were not like, oh, I'm gonna die. You know, like they're challenging, but it's like I can defeat them, type deal. So, yeah, there it is. There's the top 15 guys of 2023.
E3 2021.
Yeah, there we go. That one too. A lot of good ones. Let us know what you thought. What was your number one? I would put Halo. Halo had me the most hyped out of every one of these.
Yeah.
So Halo is my number one out of all of them. Let us know what your number one is down below. But guys, we've got some quick hits that we're going to get into real quick. So buckle up, put your seatbelt on.
It's the E3 edition of the quick hits.
Get your crop top polo, because Derek's coming at you hot and heavy. Here we go.
My belly button tassel is just whirling like it's in a tornado. So the first one is for, you know, you and I. Among Us 15-player lobby update is out now. It came out on Tuesday. Has added now a third imposter and will be on Game Pass day one when it comes to Xbox consoles. This one is interesting, and this one has me stoked. Far Cry 6 Season Pass DLC will let you play as popular villains Voss from Far Cry 3, Pagan Min from Far Cry 4, and Joseph Seed from Far Cry 5. Will also include Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and that's Ubisoft's thing. They're bringing over past games, including in their Game Pass. Like I know Far Cry 5 did Far Cry 3. Watch Dogs Legions brought over Watch Dogs 1. Assassin's Creed Odyssey brought over Assassin's Creed 3, and now this one's Blood Dragon. Which I like Blood Dragon. I didn't think it was as popular as people made it out to be, but I liked it. I'm willing to give it a second shot. Avengers War for Wakanda expansion was shown. It's coming out in August, and Ulysses Claw will be the main villain of that story. And of course, the Dora Milaje, Okoye, and Shuri were also confirmed to be in the expansion as well. Smash Brothers news: Tekken's Kazuya Mishima is the latest character announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I know in a couple weeks on the 28th, Sakurai will be showing off gameplay for the character. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Siege of Paris DLC was unveiled, coming this summer. The Discovery Tour will be coming in fall. I know that's been a popular mode since Origins, and I know you like the Discovery Tour a lot as well. And this is an intriguing one. More expansions will be is planned for later for this game. The second time they've done like a second wave of DLC for Assassin's Creed. Usually it's just like one batch and they're done. Another one for you, Zach. Life is Strange Remastered Collection was officially unveiled. Will include Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm. Will be coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia on September 30th, with a Switch version planned for later. Will be included in the Life is Strange True Colors Ultimate Edition. So if you get the Ultimate Edition, you already get the Remastered Collection. And it's interesting too because True Colors is coming out September 10th. So about 20 days later, you get to relive the first and Before the Storm.
Nice.
Forza Horizon 5 was announced, coming to Xbox consoles November 9th. The setting will be in Mexico and will be on Game Pass day 1. Legend of Zelda Game & Watch, announced for November 12th, will include The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, the Game Boy version of Link's Awakening, and a special version of Vermin with Link as a playable character. Rainbow Six Siege crossplay was coming June 30th to PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna, with other platforms coming early 2022, along with cross progression in early 2022. Final Fantasy 2D pixel remasters of the first 6 games coming to Steam and mobile in the future, and they will release separately. It's not like one collection compilation, unfortunately. They'll all just be separate releases. Diablo 2 Resurrected, coming September 23rd to PS5, PS4, Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, will feature 8-player co-op and will run at 4K 60 frames per second. Mario Golf Super Rush will receive free updates post-launch, including new golfers and courses. Interesting one from Microsoft: Sea of Thieves is getting a crossover with Pirates of the Caribbean on June 22nd, will feature Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones. Another one for you, Zach, and I already texted you this during the conference. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, coming to Switch on September 24th, will include a new Power Awakens Part 1 and Part 2 DLC. Microsoft Flight Simulator, coming to Series X and S on July 27th and will be on Game Pass day 1, will feature a Top Gun themed expansion in the fall and will tie into the Top Gun Maverick movie. Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC is now out for Nintendo Switch. Age of Empires 4 releasing October 28th for PC and will be on Game Pass for PC on day 1. Fallout 76 Steel Rain DLC coming July 7th, with Expeditions The Pit coming in 2022. And the last one, Grounded's Shroom and Doom update coming June 30th and will now include achievements.
Nice. Guys, there are your quick hits. Just a few that I want to hit real quick. Just go back to tap. I'm glad to see Sea of Thieves getting something big. Murdoch said he's hyped for it. I know Travis and Trey are hyped for it. That might be the only way I play Sea of Thieves, is because like Davy Jones is like my favorite. Also, you said Pirates of the, how do you say Caribbean? Oh, I don't know about that, man. I don't like Caribbean sounds weird.
Tomato.
And then Amy pointed out that she saw people hating on the Life is Strange remastered, that it didn't seem like there's a big difference. And I don't like, I'm not seeing a lot of like graphic difference. Like a remaster and a remake are different. A lot of times they're just ports, but usually there is some like graphic fidelity that's added. But I know like in their like push for this, it's like showing like the original and then the after, and even some of the after looks worse than the original. It's like, Nani? Derek is not right on that.
Murdoch says I'm right, by the way.
Definitely not. And then War for Wakanda, like, ooh, So excited for that.
Yeah, that looked
so
good.
excited for that.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad Mario Golf Super Rush going to get free updates, going to get, continual content. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So yeah, those are the ones that I wanted to hit real quick. Guys, let us know down in the comments below. What was your number one? Amy says she's excited for Mario and she's excited for Guardians. I like that. I like those.
Yeah.
And then Murdoch, he's definitely hyped for that Sea of Thieves, guys.
Man, he's going all out. He's showing you all the pronunciations.
You're dismissed. Guys, you can go over and join up part of the exclusive crew, and you're always on part of the ship, but you can be part of the inner circle. Where can they go, Derek? Where can they go to be part of that?
Patreon.com/nerdcave.
Yes. You had it in the intro, man, and then you just let me down.
I know.
Guys,
look, man, I wasn't expecting you to do another one, so I'm sorry.
We hitting it at the end. Guys, you can be part of that. Go over to patreon.com/nerdcave. Join our other wonderful crew members. They're amazing. You can become part of the ship, part of the crew. Guys, I am glad that we had such an awesome time. You missed the cool name, Murdoch. You missed the cool name earlier. This is Ronnie Boy, something I can't remember the name. Ronald.
I know. That's Ronnie Boy,
something like that. It was really good. You'll have to check it out. Guys, we love you. This has been Zach
and Roddy Boy
with the Nerd Cave News. Peace out, A-Town down.